Isn't this great? They put Black Ops 3 on PlayStation 4 for free. You know, I do remember though that these games have lost a lot of popularity for some reason.
You know the rest of my unit, General Patton, sir, and Sergeant Nichols. I've just been captured by 2 German nerds.
We're honor students.
That's just what German would say. USA! USA!
On second thought, I think it's time we take a break from video games. Let's talk about a movie for once.
This lovely little fucking face over here belongs to Neil Breen. He does everything. He's an American film actor, filmmaker, real estate agent.
Do you see that face? Do you see this face here? Beautiful. I'm in love. Of course, I do gotta show respect. Link to his movies will be in the description. Follow that link if you want to see the movie on your own. No spoilers. It'll also probably lead to some of his other films, other stuff like that.
But that's enough of that. Let's get into it. To celebrate the Kickstarter success of his newest film, Twisted, we're going to take a look at Neil Breen's very first feature, Double Down. We open to some shots of a desert that you'll become very familiar with, while Neil Breen spends about 30 minutes of the film's runtime talking to you about how cool he is.
I was the first in my class in college in computer science.
Some of you might call that character development, but if you do, I'd just like to ask you to join me behind this shed for a minute. Neil, I know you think you're badass, but for all intents and purposes, you sound like a schoolyard child coming up with more things his everything-proof shield is immune to.
I joined the military and became a fighter pilot. I joined my country's secret strategic support branch of the Defense Intelligence Agency. I control access to anything and everything. Making millions of dollars, I've been giving away the money to children's support charities all over the world. I've received bio-electro-medical implants. I can contact leaders throughout the world. I've invented an invisible shield device using satellite lasers, which I can hide objects in a small area. I become invisible. The force shield will cause death if an intruder gets too close.
But don't worry about all that. Don't worry, he's relatable.
I'm just a simple person. All I wanted was to be happy and in love. As well as covert acts, I also take care of eliminating white-collar criminals who have escaped the legal system.
Simple guy, but murder? I guess it's just a hobby.
I don't need much to live on anymore. I just eat tuna out of the can and live in the car.
Why do I feel like that's just as dangerous as it looked?
Bruh, you a smooth brain. What are you doing, my guy? We are going to... Oh, you want to take the big sleep, don't you? You want to take the fuck you, bro.
So Neil Breen, being the super hacker he is given a job to assassinate Las Vegas, of all things. The reason isn't entirely clear, he's just given the job. But he still spends most of the movie talking about just his amazing character, OC Do Not Steal.
I can tap into any government secret system by way of my computers, cell phones, and satellites. Hell, I invented half the systems. The secret systems.
Hear that, Ubisoft? You got your star for Watch Dogs 3, call him up. The closest thing they come up with, which I hesitate to call a character flaw, is that Neil Breen's wife died?
I love being with you. I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes. I can't wait to be your wife.
Oh, jeez.
You look real upset.
Please, tell me she's gonna be alright.
I'm sorry, sir. Stage 5 T-posing. Chances of recovery is very slim.
Wait, you're not a real doctor.
Oh my god, what is that? Are you fucking kidding me that the only dramatic way of death you could come up with was T-pose? It's only made better by the fact that the first thing he does is this. And this. It's fine though, even though he misses her so much, he hallucinates her, so it's not even really a fucking character flaw at that point.
We'll always be together. even in death.
Back in the real world, Neil goes on about his diplomatic immunity.
Governments don't dare try to kill me. I've let them all know that I've planted biological bombs in 7 major cities around the world that will destroy the economy of that city and release a biological attack on the population which will kill hundreds of thousands. I'm just a simple person. Hundreds of thousands. I'm just a simple person.
So finally, we get to Las Vegas, where the plot proper can begin. Upon arrival, he meets this gentleman over here, and I just want to give you a second to listen to the writing of this feature.
I just arrived in town.
We haven't located him yet, but he's very near. Very close. Very close. He's very near. Very close. Very near. He is planning something very big.
The reality is that chemical and biological weapons, they're cheap, they can be transported by anyone, anywhere. They involve little scientific technology.
Of course, yes, very cheap. That's why you see so many at high school science fairs.
Very near.
The point of that scene is that there was some terrorist in the desert, but when Mr. Neil shows up, all he finds is some fucking old guy. Using his big boy brain, Neil addresses him in his regal manner.
Old man, you don't look like a terrorist to me.
Alright, let's see here. Old man. Old man. Terrorist. Old man. Terrorist.
So Neil climbs up the mountain and the old man just dies? What the fuck?
Very close.
Honestly, what follows is just a bunch of unconnected scenes that somehow connect to the plot at hand about destroying Las Vegas. Fuck, next we see he's in a house of his friends and he has a magic rock that cures his little girl's cancer. What?
Tonight, I believe I cured Megan of cancer. I did help her.
The next scene that actually matters involves Neil meeting these partners of his that want to hire him to do an assassination. The one peculiar thing about this scene is that they make a big emphasis on the fact that they're being monitored, but then Neil just scratches that shit off and it never comes up again. What does come back up is the murder. He picks this couple up from a fucking wedding, and he poisons a strawberry, and they drink wine. Then the guy dies, despite them both drinking the wine, and then he finds out that's not the right target, so he pulls off this masterclass in acting.
Get out! Get out!
So he goes to the lake to find out that the couple already killed themselves, and then he starts hallucinating all the dead people that he's ever known, and why the fuck is this so complicated?
And you put the trains in an apple, and then turkeys come and eat the apples.
There is legit 30 minutes left, and none of this has had to do with taking out Las Vegas. Any of it. Next, he kidnaps some random fucking stranger, pulls up the car to his friends, who immediately upon seeing that he's unconscious draw their weapons until he... oh my god. So that character then disappears for the rest of the film, where we cut to an arms deal, and then we get to see some of the best fucking film combat I have ever seen.
It broke open. Run! Kill them. It went down.
For the record, I didn't edit that. It literally is that much of a jump. So finally, with about 20 minutes left of the film, we get to the part where Neil Breen plans his attack on Las Vegas.
I've set up attack diversions at various targets around the world in preparation for the Las Vegas attack. Fires, subways, trains.
Got both subways and trains, overachiever. But something has changed in our Tin Man since the start of the film. He grew a heart. This leads to one of the best change of hearts I've ever fucking seen. Oh, scratch that. He detonated the bombs and killed everyone in Las Vegas. So much for a change of heart. And that's it. That's the end of the movie. He burns Las Vegas to the fucking ground for 2 months, apparently. Nothing was learned. No one changed. Nothing even fucking happened. The only thing is that Neil Breen gets his wife back, or maybe he just lost his mind. Magic space rocks do that to you. Then come the credits. The most welcome thing in the whole movie. And just like the film itself, it consists mostly of Neil Breen.
Well, that's Double Down. It was, It was a movie. I truly hope you enjoyed watching. I certainly enjoy watching the movie myself. Please consider checking out the links I put in the description.
And possibly like, comment, and subscribe. But while we're here,
I think I can finally get rid of Black Ops. Wait a minute. Black Ops is digital. What? What the fuck?